Yeah, I mean, I think we actually played pretty well and let a couple plays get away from us. We know Philly's better this year, so we respect the team that they are. And right now, looking at the table, it's a big 6-pointer, and it could be an important result when once you get to the end of the year. So we need to start to do better on the road, period. So it's a big test going down to Philly. They've been really good at home, so we've got to be ready on all levels.
In that last one, it really seemed like a tale of two halves. You guys came out very strong in the first half, and then the second half fell off.
Yeah.
How do you replicate that first half form and keep it for 90 minutes?
Well, I mean, they were flat. They were flat because we were on top of them. They made some adjustments at halftime. We didn't deal well with it. And I think we came out in the second half thinking the game was going to be easy. So, I know that this game won't look like either half. It'll be much more combative. And I think well contested and well competed. So we'll be ready for that.
Has Philly been more dangerous down the flanks than down the middle?
Listen, if you were to look at the last couple of years when we play them, they catch us on the counter a lot. They sit deeper, they keep things tight, and then they're able to, find space on the counter. So we'll talk about that. I think, it's a game where we need to be better with chances. I think lately we haven't done well enough with chances, so we've got to finish more plays. And then, make sure that we don't get stretched. So, again, it'll be a really good game. I expect them to be up for it just like we will be.
What are your memories of Jim Curtin as a player, as a teammate? And
yeah.
Did you ever see that this might be his potential someday? Or when he was a rookie, you didn't necessarily see that?
Well, no, Jim liked to coach kids when he was young. So he coached a lot of the youth, with a lot of the youth clubs in the area. So I knew that, coaching was something he was interested in.
That's in Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay.
We played a lot of years together. I tried to mentor him at different stages of his career. He was a reliable center back for me, a smart guy. I knew that whether he wanted to stay in the youth game or pursue whatever level he wanted to pursue coaching, I knew that he could be successful. So he's done a really good job with that team this year. I know Mike Sorber as well, who's a good right-hand man. I'm sure that they have pushed that group along in a good way, and this year they have a good team.
How have you seen him develop as a coach? It seemed like on the field maybe he was a little bit of a quieter guy. Maybe that wasn't reality.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not around him every day to be able to really answer that. But like I said, he was a smart player, and he could see the game well. And we were on a lot of winning teams, so when you were around, it was partly the culture of the team, partly the culture of the leaders. We learned from good players, from good people, and I think he's probably tried to instill a lot of the value system that we had, whether it was at Chicago or Chivas, into his team. So, all of us as coaches, I think, draw on our past experiences to make our own teams good.
Damian Peronell this weekend. Are you confident he can go 90 minutes at this point?
Yeah.
Would you be comfortable starting him?
Yeah, I think Damian's ready to go, and so we're just trying to see a little bit where different guys are at physically, but Damian's definitely an option to go for 90 minutes.
This is a Union team that's knocked you out of the Open Cup 2 years in a row now. Is any measure of revenge on your mind? Is that something you go to your players with?
I mean, I don't think they need a ton of reminders to know that this is a heated rivalry and a game where I think we have the respect of Philly. I think we've earned that over not just the last 2 years, but years past. And, the fact that there's been some good games, that both teams have won a few games on each side. They've ended our Open Cup dreams twice in the last 2 years. Yeah, there's a lot to it. So we'll be ready.
Physically, and I just had the midweek game, and you're going down to Philly this weekend. But you were able to rotate a little bit of the guys.
Yeah.
How are they feeling physically ready for 90
I think physically today, after 2 days, was one of our better days. And I think as much as to Portland and, having a lot of games in a week is hard, those 2 games were played in a way where we had a pretty good grasp on it, and it wasn't too up and down. So physically, the demands on the guys who played weren't at the highest level. And the GPS numbers tell us the same. So, I think that we should be able to recover and go on Sunday in a really good way.
How good is it? Because obviously you have 2 home games, and now it's just a quick trip down the Turnpike to Philadelphia.
It's helpful. That part is helpful. Like, we're not having much travel after having a bunch of travel. I think guys will have their legs more. Again, I think on Sunday we'll be able to put a really good foot forward and put a good team on the field and go after it physically and at the highest level.